Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Are you sick of all the madness and hassle of traditional fundraisers? Well, then let us give you a big, warm welcome to the Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app. Thanks to Tap and Pay Plus, it's now easy for your team or group to gain online donations from supporters anywhere. Simply shop, earn, and support the team every single day. Learn more about our simple and easy fundraising app at www.tapandpayplus.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyync.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Two teams will meet on the gridiron tonight in search of their first win of the season. The Jackets are hoping for a repeat of last year's performance in this game, while the Dragons will try to send the homecoming crowd home happy and end a 17-game skid. The Allegheny Grill of Foxburg presents high school football as Warren hosts Girard next on the YDL Sports Network. You're watching high school sports on the YDL Sports Network. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in here to War Memorial Field in Warren, where tonight, as the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg presents high school football on the YDL Sports Network, Warren hosts Girard for the Dragons' homecoming. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Come check out the new indoor-outdoor wood frame event center. The Allegheny Grill was recently voted the #1 waterfront restaurant in Pennsylvania. Find out why, AlleghenyGrill.com. This is the Casella pregame show. Fans are an essential part of any team. Visit Casella.com to join our team today. Casella, our people, your team. Our game stream tonight is powered by Oil Country Crates. Your products, our protection, oilcountrycrates.com. And you are on the drive to the game, brought to you by Warren Tire Center. Warren Tire Center makes sure you get to the game in comfort. WarrenTireCenter.com. And welcome in again to the Park Avenue Motorcar Broadcast booth. Brian Hagberg, Cody Helms with you on the YDL Sports Network. And Cody, we've been talking over the last couple of days doing the research for this game. It's not often you get a pair of winless teams past the midpoint of the season meeting together, but one of these teams is going to pick up their first victory of the season here tonight.
Yes, barring special circumstances, somebody's got to walk away with this with the W. And although I wouldn't be surprised if we saw it knotted up at the end, but despite both teams being 0-5, I have to say coming into this that I'm looking at Girard being the favorite coming into this. Statistically speaking, at least, they have performed a little bit better than Warren. That being said, in like opponents, both these teams have played Corey and Titusville. Warren has been outscored 98-6, and Girard has been outscored 92-18. So they might end up being a little closer than we think. But as of right now, I gotta think the Yellow Jackets have the advantage coming in.
Yeah, I mentioned at the top the game between these two teams a year ago. That was a little over a year ago now. It was September 8th of 2023. Girard came away with a 49-13 victory. Carson Stevens threw for 269 yards and 5 touchdowns. James Kibbe had 136 receiving yards and a pair of those touchdowns. But the Yellow Jackets coming in almost picked up a win a week ago against Seneca, 20-14 defeat to the Bobcats. But it's tough to win ball games when you are held to just 5 total rushing yards throughout a game. On the flip side, though, Stevens and Ryan St. Julian combined to go 15-35 for 225 yards through the air. Through 3 picks, Stevens did have a pair of rushing touchdowns. But and we'll touch on this too when we talk about the Dragons, but when you come into the game and you're almost immediately one-dimensional, it makes it very, very difficult offensively.
It does make it difficult offensively. I think this is a good game for Girard to come in and not be one-dimensional. I think they might be able to get facets of their offense that they're struggling with, rolling and find a rhythm and be able to build off of that coming in here. Because Warren has given up 40. They're giving up an average of 52.2 points per game this year. This is an opportunity for Girard to get the offense running on all cylinders.
Yeah, and then when you look at their season stats so far, I mean, this is very clearly a pass-heavy offense. Looking at the rushing stats first, Jesse Marino, 37 carries, 98 yards. Mason Kalicki, 21 carries, 84 yards. No rushing touchdowns for either of their primary ball carriers. Again, mentioned Stevens has had a couple of touchdowns on the ground. But then you look at the passing stats, and Ryan St. Julian, 49 of 51, 111, 551 yards, 4 touchdowns, 5 picks. Carson Stevens, 22 of 40 for 250 yards, a touchdown, and 3 picks. Now, Stevens' stats are through 3 games only, but still, again, you can see this Yellow Jackets team likes to throw the football, and they're fairly successful at it.
They are. Both their quarterbacks are over 50% completion percentage, and so I think that's certainly something to have a positive feeling about coming into this game, especially against a Warren team that has just not done well defensively at all. I mean, whatever metric you want to use, whatever statistic you want to look at defensively, Connie beat him 61-0, Corey 42-6, Franklin 40-18, Cathedral Prep 52-7, Titusville 56-0. I mean, they've been outscored 251-31. Offenses are just running wild on them.
Yeah, and I mean, I think you look at that schedule and you go, okay, maybe take Cathedral Prep out of the equation, right? They're up a class. It's Cathedral Prep. They're a perennial state title contender. But and I'm talking to people around the county that they said, well, is it because they're up in class this year? Warren moved from 3A to 4A this year. I don't think that can be the explanation for it fully, right? Because you're still playing, you're in a class with Meadville, you're in a class with General McLean, you're in a class, with schools that are like size and schools that you play all the time. So it's not simply a classification thing that would, explain this. I mean, this is a team mentioned at the top on a 17-game losing streak. During that streak, they haven't scored 20 points in a ball game.
No,
that's a long time to go in football without scoring 20 points in a game. And during that time, 16 of those 17 games, they've given up at least 35 points. The one time was to Connie at last year. It was 24.
Yeah, it's. I don't agree that the class thing should be an excuse if that's what people want to call it. If you look at Girard, they're an 0-5 team, but in 3 of Girard's 5 losses, they were able to stay within 2 scores. They're playing competitive football, whether it's on the tail end of the game or whatnot. They're able to, on paper, look like they're playing competitive football and staying with some of these teams that they're facing. Girard's given up 40 points or more just twice this season. They're giving 35 points per game. And they've scored 2 or more times in 4 out of their 5 games. I mean, so if individuals want to use that as an excuse, I just can't support that.
Well, and again, we talked about being one-dimensional, and you look at this coming in on the season, Warren's thrown for just 51 yards. 51 yards through 5 games. That's 10 passing yards a game. That's just not sustainable. It's not competitive football, much less winning football.
That is 750 yards less than the team they're going to play tonight. So, yeah, it's – I mean, I don't expect every team to be super pass heavy, but 51 yards is certainly.
Now, on the flip side, they've run for some yards. Aiden Corbett has 262 yards on the ground. Colby Zinger, 54 yards. Aiden Egger, 95 yards. So they've been able to get some yards on the ground, but certainly not enough to compensate for the lack of passing offense.
Yeah, their best rushing game was also what I would say is probably been their best game was against Franklin, where they lost 40-18. They had 31 carries as a team, 200 yards. They had 3 rushing touchdowns and average 6.5 yards per carry. Every other game, they're under 3.5 yards per carry as a team, carrying the ball. So they have been more productive on the ground, but there's still no pun intended here, a lot of ground to cover.
Well, and then you mentioned the defense giving up all those points. When your offense is ineffective, it puts your defense in a bind.
Oh, absolutely.
Quite often, you're giving up short fields, or you're just on the field for more time than your offense is out there. And so it's again, people talk about complementary football all the time. And right now the Dragons just aren't getting that.
No. And one thing that stands out to me right away is that the Dragons have had 16 fumbles. Now, they've only lost 4 of those, but 16 fumbles means 16 times your offense literally dropped the ball.
You're behind schedule, as they say, right? That's
out of sync, out of rhythm.
First and second down, you're potentially going backwards. Even if you recover the fumble, you're still potentially losing ground, because more often than not, you're fumbling, in the backfield or in a situation where you're not picking up positive yards. And again, that puts you behind schedule, and then puts you in, maybe third and long situations where you have to throw the football, where you've demonstrated this season that's just not your strength.
Right.
With that, we are going to take a quick break. We'll be back with our look at our players of the game and keys to the game. This is the Casella pregame show, Allegheny Girl, Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065, or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Located at 16 West Main Street in Youngsville, Cam's Logging Supplies and Outdoor Ware's goal is to provide customers in Warren County with logging supplies, boots, and clothing at a reasonable price and within a short distance from home. We also offer so much more, including indoor golf and axe throwing, games of chance, and local pool leagues. If there's something you want and we don't have it, let us know and we will be happy to try and find it for you. At Cam's, we also sell hunting and fishing licenses and look forward to serving you. Give us a call today at 814-688-3146. Stop in and see us or visit us online at camsloggingsupplies.com.
Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
With locations in Chippenville and Tonesta, Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
If you're looking to enhance your current skills or gain an entirely new skill set, now is the time to register for classes at the Warren Forest High Ed Council. For 40 years, the Warren Forest High Ed Council has been providing education services in Warren and Forest County. The October 2024 schedule includes welding, leadership for team leaders, watercolor workshop, scarf dyeing, and just in time for the holidays, how to take great holiday photos. Go to high-ed.org or call 814-723-3222 to register.
Yeah, Warren Dragon Marching Band finishing up the national anthem here at War Memorial Field just ahead of the Dragons hosting Girard. It's homecoming for Warren tonight. This is the Casella pregame show on the YDL Sports Network. And Cody, let's take a look now at our All-American Custom Apparel and Engraving players to watch. All-American Custom Apparel and Engraving can put almost anything on almost everything. Visit them online, allamericanhq.com.
So for our players to watch for Warren, it's got to be Brady Sheen, the quarterback. He has to lead the charge for this offense to become effective. The junior's needs to be playing well early on so he can help correct what I would describe as just a stalled offense all season long. On the Girard side, James Kibbe had 136 yards and 2 scores in the last matchup against the Dragons. This season, the senior wideout has 280 yards. He is primed for another breakout game to pad up those stats a little bit, and the Yellow Jackets can go into the second half of the season with a win.
Those were our All-American Custom Apparel and Engraving players to watch. And now let's take a look at our Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency, keys to the game. Dave Jones will always help you make the right decisions with your insurance needs. Call him today, 814-223-4000.
On the Girard side, they have a turnover in 4 out of 5 games this season with 10 turnovers total on the year. The Yellow Jackets can put this game away early, honestly, if they are able to just not stop Warren's offense but force turnovers and capitalize on them. On the Warren side of the ball, I mean, it's pretty simple. The offense just has to produce. What do they have to produce? Just honestly, something. They have to produce something to be effective and to keep their defense rested, as you said earlier, and just not let that Girard defense get aggressive.
Those were our Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency. Keys to the game again. Call Dave Jones at 814-223-4000. That will just about wrap it up for the Casella pregame show. Again, fans are an essential part of any team. Visit Casella.com to join our team today. Casella, our people, your team. As you see the Dragons taking the field here. We're just about set for our opening kickoff. Our first quarter tonight is brought to you by Generational Wealth Management. John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for your investment needs. They offer world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. Find out more at gwm.nm.com. And it is the start of a new quarter, and Terry Neal is today's first quarter contestant. Terry has already won a free car wash at the Zip Zap Car Wash. If the Dragons score a touchdown during the first quarter, Terry will win a $75 gift certificate to Rocket Detailing. To participate, go to rocketdetails.com. As the team captains head to midfield for the ceremonial coin toss, something they changed a few years ago. They do the coin toss during the pregame and then come out and go through the motions, I guess,
the world is
lack of a better word.
Brian,
yes.
The world is a stage.
And I will say, as they're doing the coin toss, we'll kind of pan the camera here. We do have some obstructions in the way a little bit, called for some rain in the forecast. Has not come to fruition yet. Hopefully it will stay away, but so we had to put up our canopy. So there is a little bit of an obstruction on the what is that? This east end of the field. East end of the field. And so it appears that Warren has won the toss and will receive the opening kickoff. So we'll see right away, Cody, if that offense has been able to make some adjustments and are able to move the ball down the field here against this Jackets defense.
Yeah, I just think that they're going to have to, I mean, outside of the obvious reasons, if the Yellow Jackets can see that this offense is not going to move the ball, they are going to get aggressive and they are going to start going after the quarterback. And then it's just you're scrambling and you're playing in a panicked mode. And you hate to have that happen early on.
So it'll be Tyler Vavrek kicking for Girard. Chase Myers and Tommaso Clemente are back deep to receive for the Dragons. Vavrek has it teed up. Whistle blows, and it is a little squib kick. Gets through, and then it's fielded but rolls out of bounds. And Warren gets a fortunate bounce there to start.
A little bit of a break there. They saw that squib kick coming.
Yeah.
Warren did adjust at the last minute, but it just kind of went past the guys that adjusted.
You could see a couple of guys from that second line, I guess, started to move up as soon as they saw the way the ball was placed. But again, it just kind of squirted through and then rolled out of bounds. So Warren takes over at its own 39, opening possession of this ball game. Sheen in the gun. And they give on that little jet sweep, and solid gain there for Charlie Blum. Typically does the kicking, does Blum, but takes the first handoff of this one.
Whatever it takes.
Gains about almost 6 yards. Bring up a second down and 4. So second down and 4 now for the Dragons. And they're going to try it to the other side. Not as much room there. As that was number 3, Aiden Corbett, on the carry on second down. Gains about 1.5 yards. It'll make it a 3rd and 3. But again, now Warren's in a situation where they're not one-dimensional. You can still run the football here.
Yeah, this is a perfect way for them to start their offense here.
3rd and 3 coming up. And the give is to Corbett. He squeezes his way through the line and looks like he's going to have enough for the Warren first down. It is a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for the Dragons. They convert their first 3rd down of the game.
Coming into this game, Corbett, he had 53 carries, 262 yards, averaging 4.9 yards per carry. Does have 1 carry for 59 yards and 1 100-plus game.
So 1st and 10 now right at midfield, and give is to Corbett. Corbett around the right side has an opening, and a big run there for Aiden Corbett, and another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down. They are down to the Girard 38. It's a 12-yard gain on that first down carry for Corbett. Opening possession. And now they're going to try the left side. Another solid game. This time it was Aiden Egger on the carry. Seven-yard pickup for Egger, moves the ball down to the, 6-yard pickup, moves it down to the 32. We'll make it a 2nd down and 4.
This is what you want to see from the Dragons. They're just marching down the field, running the ball. Defense has to be happy to be seeing this.
And give it to Egger, and this time he's going to be met in the backfield. A flag comes in late at the end of that play.
You got to think with how late that was, that's going to be a Girard penalty.
Our first Bruno Iorfido Wrestling Camp penalty of the game. And it was a face mask against Girard. So that'll give Warren another first down, this one via penalty. And the Bruno Iorfido Wrestling Camp in Port Allegheny is the best damn wrestling camp you've never heard of. June 16th through 20th, 2025. TeamBruno.org. And that was a 5-yard penalty, so it's second down in inches basically now for the Dragons. At the Girard 28. Give us to Blum. Blum around the right side. Charlie Blum down the sideline. And he is in for the Warren touchdown. Charlie Blum goes 28 yards, and the Dragons are on the board.
I mean, I got to be honest, Brian. I didn't have Charlie Blum as on my bingo card for the first score of the game, but glad to see Warren's offense able to put something together and score early on.
And again, just our canopy is where it is, folks. There's just not much we can do about it. As Blum's now going to come on for the PAT. And Blum's kick is up and just got it over the crossbar. Well, with 8:33 to go, Generational Wealth Management first quarter. It is Warren 7, Girard nothing. We'll be right back. Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
A Charlie Blum 28-yard touchdown run has Warren in front of Girard 7-0. 8:33 to go. Generational Wealth Management first quarter. And with that touchdown run, Terry Neal is the winner of a $75 gift certificate to Rocket Detailing. To participate, go to rocketdetails.com. Congratulations, Terry. And it will be Blum on to kick. And the Dragons will try to squib it. And Girard gets the handle on it. I believe that was number 44, Mason Kalicki, that got that for the Jackets. So now Girard will come out its opening possession of the game, trailing 7-0. And Cody, I'm not sure that's what the Jackets expected.
I don't think it's what they expected, but I think that they're prepared for it. I would say that at least if they go through the air and find success where they have earlier on this year.
And a give and a tackle right away. And right now, Warren's come out pretty fired up. Looked like that was Zach Kelly on the carry for Girard. And looks like no gain on the play. Did get back to the line of scrimmage. And it is Ryan St. Julian taking the snaps for the Jackets. Back in the gun, second down and 10. St. Julian back to pass. He's got Kibbe. Kibbe picks up a block. And Kibbe gets out across the 40. Enough for a Tie Nested Builder Supply first down. And there's that passing game, Cody, that we talked about that's so dangerous for the Jackets. They can really sting you with it.
Nice.
that'll probably be the last one.
I hope not.
So first down and 10 at the Girard 43. First possession for the Jackets, trailing 7-0 here. And a give, breaks a tackle. That was Jesse Marino on the carry. Dragons had him in the backfield, but Marino was able to shrug it off and take that out to the 45 for a 2-yard pickup.
And I know you want to have a balanced offense. You can't just pass every play. But I really think that Girard's success is going to be found in the air, the way the Dragons are attacking the runs.
2nd and 8. St. Julian back to pass. Has some time now. He gets flushed to his left. Going to take it himself. Ryan St. Julian is across midfield and out of bounds, and that's going to be another 15 yards on the Bruno Iarfito Wrestling Camp penalty. You just can't do that.
And I know it's hard to stop your momentum there, but you got to hold back. They're going to call it every time.
It looked like it was going to be about a 6-yard pickup for St. Julian, and then tack on 15 more will give the Jackets a Tionesta Builder Supply first down in Warren territory. Let's see, they're going to move that down all the way to the Dragons 35. So the Jackets marching right back down the field, trying to answer that opening possession touchdown.
Yeah, and you don't want to give them free yards. I mean, they can hit you hard through the air, and the quarterback has proven that he can scramble. You don't want to give him an extra 15.
Gives it to Marino, and Marino will fall forward for about a yard. Or excuse me, that was Kalicki. And that's it. We talked about, that the Warren defense has been put in some unenviable positions. Your offense is giving you the lead now. As a defense, you got to find a way to hang on to it.
Yeah, this is I have to think. I don't think that the defense has probably been on the field where Warren has had a lead yet this season. I'm
2nd and 9. St. Julian looking to throw. Gets it out quick. Gets it to Kibbe. Kibbe makes a couple of men miss, and Kibbe is tracked down at the 1.
Zach Kelly had a block downfield that got Kibbe another 10 yards and allowed him to get down to the 1-yard line.
So it'll be a goal-to-go situation here from the 1. As the Jackets are in the Pizza Hut red zone. Still time for you to order a fresh hot pizza now at pizzahut.com, where no one out-pizzas the Hut. St. Julian under center. Going to keep it himself. Big pile. Did he get in? No signal yet. No, I don't think he got it. Tried the sneak. And if you give the brotherly shove there, he might have gotten in, but there was no shove there.
There's the other one I expected to hear.
And I'm getting it out of the way early. It's a 2nd down and goal now from probably about the 2-inch line. And we'll see if St. Julian is going to try it again. He is. And this time, another big push.
That Dragons defense is standing.
And now they signal it is Girard touchdown.
And St. Julian, that was not an easy score. The Dragons defense was standing him straight up in the air. But I just think they were just too close. And it's tough when you're talking inches. It's tough to keep that ball out of the end zone.
And so Vavrek will be on for the extra point to try to tie this up. And Vavrek's kick is up and good. No, we missed it. Wide right. Looked good from our angle, but so 5:13 to go. Generational Wealth Management first quarter. Warren 7, Girard 6. We'll be back with more Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
A 1-yard touchdown run from Ryan St. Julian gets Girard on the board. The extra point was missed, so Warren has a 7-6 lead. 5:13 to play. Generational Wealth Management first quarter. Vavrek on to kick, and again now the Dragons move everybody close to the line. It's another squibber, a big high bounce, and Warren fumbles it around.
Boy, I'm not sure Warren got that.
And it looked just barely at the bottom of that pile there is number 85, Hudson Haight.
That's something they're going to have to address immediately, or they're going to give one of those up. That's two close calls, and I think they've gotten lucky both times.
Yep. So I believe, Cody, for the first time this season, the Warren offense takes the field with a lead.
Yeah.
7-6, 5:09 to go, first quarter.
And if I'm Warren, I don't deviate from what got me in the end zone. I stick to the ground and just keep going, just keep pounding the rock.
And the give is to Corbett. Corbett picks up a block, gets out around the right side, and a solid gain there. Out to the 43, give him a 5-yard pickup, make it 2nd down and 5. And that's really been the key, Cody. Everything so far has gone forward.
Yes, nothing backwards, no negative rushes. Corbett with 4 carries, 21 yards. Charlie Blum with the 2 carries and 34 yards.
2nd down and 5. And Sheen going to keep it himself, looking for a block. He's not going to get it. He does end up going forward for a yard. And I think he hesitated just a minute too long. He got that seal block on the edge initially. If he'd immediately gone around the corner, might have picked up a couple of more yards there. But
and that's an interesting thing that you kind of don't think about is they haven't had a lot of offensive success. So when they have lanes, when they get blocks, these guys are not really well-versed in what to do.
Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, 3rd down and 4 for the Dragons at their own 44. Give is to Corbett on the toss, picks up a block, and he's out across midfield for a Ty Nesta Builder Supply 1st down.
Boy, Corbett is just picking up speed when he gets that line of scrimmage.
Cody, and we were here for the opener against Conneaut, and this is exact opposite of what we saw there. The offensive line for Warren was opening some holes against the Eagles, but the backs weren't hitting them hard. It was like they weren't for sure confident where they wanted to go, and so those holes closed quickly, and now they're hitting the holes immediately and getting solid gains.
Very little hesitation.
1st and 10 at midfield. And the reverse to Blum. And Blum's going to get about 3 yards on the carry.
I love this, getting Charlie Blum in this mix.
Absolutely. You got to get your athletes to football, and sometimes the kicker's a really good athlete. So we tick under 3 minutes to go. Generational Wealth Management first quarter, 7-6. Warren leading. Dragons driving into Girard territory now at the Jackets 47. And this time the give is to Egger, and he fights his way through the tackle.
And there's just a tenacious spirit about the Dragons right now. They're fighting for extra yards. They're diving forward. They're just it's a more aggressive offense than I think we've seen all season.
Well, and I'm sure they've heard it too. I mean, it's talk around town's been kind of what is going on with this Dragons football team, and they certainly have come out in this first quarter ready to answer that question and say, hey, this is who we really are.
Oh, absolutely.
3rd down and 5. Luton's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, 3rd down. Give is to Blum. Going to go turn the corner around the right side. He's close to a 1st down. I think he might be about a yard shy. So 4th down, decision time. I think the way you're going, Cody, right now, go for it.
Yeah, I think your offense is rolling. No, like we were saying, no negative plays.
You got nothing to lose.
Your shortest carry is that 1-yard carry by Sheen, and that's all you need right here.
4th down and 1 at the Girard 41.
Charlie Blum up to 41 yards on 4 carries.
Jackets crowding the center of the line. Sheen is under center. Tried to hard count. Now Warren's going to take a timeout and think about it. You wonder now if they're still going to go for this. They were trying to draw him off sides.
I still think the right decision is to go for it.
Absolutely.
The way that Girard was able to go down the field, and granted, Warren helped them with a 15-yard penalty, but the way that they were able to go down the field, their threat in the air, you don't want to give them the ball when you have your offense rolling like Warren does.
Yeah, and like you said, Cody, they've positive yards on every play so far offensively. You're moving the ball down the field. You only need to pick up a yard. You're in Girard territory. And again, for an offense that hasn't been able to put a lot of points on the board, it seems like now's the time to maybe give them some confidence and say, hey, we got faith in you to go pick up this yard, keep this drive going, and put the ball in the end zone.
And in 3 of Warren's games this year, they've already exceeded their game total in 3 other games this season. They have 77 yards rushing as a team, and they have a couple games over 100, but they have a few games that are under 77, and then we're just in the first quarter.
Sheen keeps it himself, and he's going to plow his way forward for the Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down. And so the Dragons pick it up. This drive is being built by Ty Nesta Builder Supply with locations in Chippenville and Ty Nesta, online at tynestabuilders.us. And right now, that Warren offensive line is just chewing up yards. And this is really, talking to Coach Cody Bupp in the offseason, this is what they expected from this offensive line coming into the year.
Yeah, and sometimes it just comes down to getting guys familiar with each other. Trusting each other is a huge factor.
Give is to Egger, and Egger has a solid gain.
And the best part about Warren's offense right now is it's different guys. It's Blum, it's Egger, it's Corbett, it's Sheen. These guys are all getting positive yards, and they're able to keep their rushers fresh and while the Girard defense is getting tired.
Now you've got a couple of seconds here. The game clock's a couple seconds ahead of the play clock. They don't have to run another play, but if you're Warren, do you want to take a chance on losing some of this momentum?
I think you just keep hammering down.
Dragons come out in the eye. They're at the Girard 32, second down and 4. And Sheen keeps it himself right off left tackle. And it looked like the ball may have came out at the end there. Girard saying it's their football. But I think the officials are going to say Sheen was down, and that is going to be the final play of the Generational Wealth Management first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, Warren 7, Girard 6. It's Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
Second quarter action about to get underway here from War Memorial Field, where Warren leads visiting Girard 7-6. It is a third down and 4 for the Dragons at the Girard 29. And give us to Egger, and he's hit right at the line of scrimmage this time. And that was actually a 3rd and 2. Scoreboard had 4 there. My mistake. I didn't use my eyes. But it is another 4th and short coming up here for Warren. Our second quarter tonight is brought to you by Veriskety Holdings. Companies within the Veriskety Holdings Group include Phoenix Sintered Metals, Superior Energy Resources, Allegheny Electric Service, and Veriskety & Son Incorporated. Find out more at VeriSketyHoldings.com. Tonight's game is also being brought to you in part by the Warren Forest Higher Education Council. Find out how they can help you take the next step at high-ed.com. So here we go, 4th down and 1. Second one of this drive coming up for the Dragons. They converted earlier. And this time the give is to Egger, and Egger is through for the Tionesta Builder Supply first down. Second time on this drive, they convert a 4th down. And it is the start of a new quarter. And Sonia Lank is today's second quarter contestant. Sonia has already won a free car wash at the Zip Zap Car Wash. If the Dragons score a touchdown during the second quarter, Sonia will get a $75 gift certificate to Rocket Detailing. To participate, go to rocketdetails.com. It's 1st and 10 now at the Girard 22 for Warren. Sheen back in the gun. Gives to Corbett. Corbett off left tackle. Squirts his way through and is brought down inside the 10.
These running backs are moving like I haven't seen them all year. They're not only finding the holes at the line, but they're finding running lanes in the second and third level of defense.
Warren has now entered the Pizza Hut red zone. Still time for you to order a fresh hot pizza online at pizzahut.com, where no one out-pizzas the Hut. And we're going to get timeout taken by Girard here. And we're going to take a quick timeout with them. Don't go anywhere. This is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
22 years of the best wrestling camp you've never heard of. That's the Bruno Afrito Wrestling Camp, which will be held June 16th through the 20th, 2025 in Port Allegheny, PA, and will feature a star-studded lineup of clinicians. And don't forget about the blowout picnic to close out the festivities. It's legendary. Find out more at teambruno.org and like them on Facebook. We'll see you in June in Port Allegheny, PA.
7-6 Warren leads, 10:30 to go. Veriskety holding second quarter here from War Memorial Field as Girard just took a timeout. And for those of you in Warren County who are interested, Eisenhower hosting Union City tonight. That game tied up at 7-7 with 4:32 to go in the first quarter.
You know, Brian, coming into this game, Warren was averaging 2.6 yards on the ground per carry. So far here, a little bit into the second quarter, they're averaging 6.2 yards on the ground.
Toss to Corbett, and this time he's going to get met in the backfield and drop for a loss. First negative play of the ball game for the Warren offense. The second and goal from, looks like about the 12. So give him a 2-yard loss. And again, this is where they've done, it's all been on the ground, Cody. At some point, do you try a little play action pass just to keep the defense honest?
I think it stands to reason to try it, but I don't know if you take the risk right now.
Give this to Corbett. Going to try the left side. He's caught from behind, run down from behind.
Although it does look like the Yellow Jackets are starting to sniff out these runs.
That was Carson Stevens chasing down Corbett as he was waiting for that block to develop off left tackle. And it's another loss. So now it's 3rd and goal from the 13. Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, 3rd down coming up for the Dragons. When you get backed up on 3rd and long, Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning can get you moving again. Visit them online, lutonsplumbing.com. So just 3rd and goal. And Sheen keeps it himself, has some room, turns the corner and down to the 2.
And I like that because you're going to go for it on 4th down
Absolutely.
regardless. This now allows you to, obviously, gives you some options. You can run or you can pass here.
Well, you know, I mean, Blum certainly got the leg from here if you want to take the points. You know, been an awful lot of discussion the past couple of weeks in NFL circles about, you know, whether you go for it on 4th down or take the points. But, you know,
I'm a take the points kind of person, especially when your offense has struggled throughout the year. You look good now, but teams are going to make the defense is going to make adjustments at halftime, things like that. I think you take the points, but
Dragons are going to go for it. At least they line up to Sheen under center. Corbett the deep man. They give to Corbett. He's hit in the backfield. The surge. Is he going to get there? No signal. It doesn't look like he got it. So a big stand by the Jackets on the goal line. as they stop the Warren momentum.
Yeah, I think the Jackets were anticipating a run up the middle. It's exactly what Warren ran. And they have gotten positive, and they got positive yards there. They did get a yard, but
this is absolutely correct, by the way, this comment right here from Andrew Morrison. Yes, absolutely correct. Eagles fan Brian says take the points. So the Jackets take over, first down at their own 1. But still, Warren's got a chance here if the defense can get some pressure on St. Julian. He's starting in the end zone.
Yeah, I think you send a lot of guys right here.
And St. Julian going to keep it himself, and he'll get maybe a yard, but not much else. And again, this is Girard's strength is not running the football, so you got to think they're probably going to want to try to pass their way out of this.
I anticipated something like a quick slants pass or like a tight end pop or something where the quarterback was going to get the ball and get it out of his hands very quickly just to give himself some space.
Well, and I would think if you're Warren defensively, you're finding number 3 who's lined up right here in the slot on the near side, and you got to put more than one guy on him. You cannot let Kibbe beat you here. And they give out of the backfield and out to the 5.
Gave him a little bit of room here on third down.
That was Riley Horn on the carry. And so it'll be a third down, and Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, third down and 6 coming up for the Jackets. So we approach 7 minutes to go in the Verischetti Holdings second quarter. 7-6, Warren leading Girard. Big third down. And he got the defense to jump on the hard count, but then nobody on the offense moved to draw the penalty. So Warren was able to get back on side. And now St. Julian to pass. And there is that quick pass. Hit immediately, and I think he's going to get the first down.
Yeah, he was
great second effort.
He was kind of pushed when on that tackle and not really wrapped up and brought down. Had he been stopped and brought straight down, I'm not sure he would have been across that line, but that push allowed him that second effort.
It was Nathan Dovichow on the reception. It's a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for Girard. Gets out of the shadow of their own goal line now with 6.5 to go in the Verischetti Holdings second quarter. And a fresh set of downs for the Jackets. They're going to hand it off, and around the edge is Horn, and then he absorbs a big hit after he gets across the 20. And it looks like that was number 15, Austin Fiskus. Might have got the worst end of that. He was a little slow to get up. But that's another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for Girard. And they give it to Horn again around the left side. Horn picks up a big block downfield and then is stopped at the 35. Almost tackled himself there trying to dive through the block. And it's another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for Girard. So after that third down conversion, 2 straight runs at 10-plus yards for Riley Horn has Girard at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and they're doing it on the ground where we did not anticipate their offense going.
Well, and that has been, the Warren defense has given up a lot of rushing yards, and maybe Girard's just saying, hey, let's attack their weakness here. And why not keep it on the ground? This time it's Marino. Marino's going to fall forward for about 3. Second and 7. And watch, there's Kibbe split out far to the wide side. But again, Cody, if you're Girard, the run's working. Why go away from it right now? It is St. Julian going to pass. He's rolling right, looking downfield, steps up, and now he's kind of running himself into trouble. But again, ends up falling forward, and it'll make another 3rd and short.
What I like about that play more than just getting a few extra yards on what could have been a disaster was they were able – the quarterback's looking downfield the whole time. He's got his eyes on his receivers the whole time, and that's what makes him dangerous.
You know, it almost looked like the defender kind of ran into him and didn't realize that he still had the football.
Mm-hmm.
Luton's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Jackets. They send Kibbe in motion, and now St. Julian scrambling. He's in trouble. And he stays in bounds, and I think he got the 1st down.
I think the Warren defender thought that he was going to run out of bounds there, and ended up tiptoeing his way
down. They marked him out a yard short. So now it's Girard with a 4th down decision. 4th and 1 from its own 44. And again, big play coming up here late in the first half of this one. 3:53 to go. Verischetti holding 2nd quarter. Girard trailing by a point. They're going to keep the offense on the field, and why not, the way you've been running the football. St. Julian in the gun. Looks like Kalicki in the backfield. Sidecar to his left. But now
I'm not sure they snapped this ball.
Well, he's just staring straight at the sideline with 2 seconds left on the play clock. And they took the timeout, and I heard Mark Brooks yell, punt, punt, punt. So I'm not really sure. Why send the offense out there if St. Julian's just going to look at the sideline, not even try to hard count them off?
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I don't have a good explanation for that. I don't know if I've ever seen something. Usually when you see something like that, there's some sort of trickery that you're not
okay,
seeing.
So they did not take the timeout. Excuse me. They did not take the timeout. They took the penalty. Nobody threw a flag. At least, it was there in the backfield. I didn't see it. So that was a Bruno Iorfito Wrestling Camp delay of game penalty on the Jackets. So they took the penalty and now send out the punting unit. And I believe that's number 13, Patrick Ross, deep to receive for the Dragons. No, excuse me, it's 17, Clemente. He lets it go out of bounds. He tried to help the officials spot it. Clemente's pointing around the 34, and the officials down back at the 30. And so the Dragon defense holds. They give up a couple of 1st downs, but they do hold and have a chance to put some more points on the board late in the first half.
I still am kind of hung up on that delay of game, whether there was a timeout or not. I don't see what the delay of game. If you've got a punter that booms it, at that point I understand you want that extra 5 yards. Maybe you pin him in the 10-yard line. But you gave him the ball at the 30. I don't know if that really would have been much different.
Dragons take over at their own 30. Sheen in the gun, gives to Corbett, going to try the left side. And it was Kalicki that ran him down. And if Kalicki doesn't get him there, Corbett had a whole lot of green in front of him.
Absolutely.
And instead, it's about a 1-yard pickup.
Corbett with 10 carries, 39 yards tonight.
2nd and 9 coming up. And again, Cody, to your point that you mentioned on the last Warren possession, Girard's kind of keying in on some of these runs now. At some point, you're going to have to do something different.
Yeah, absolutely. At some point, you're going to have to go to the air, even if it's just to put the threat out there.
Blum in motion. They give it to him. He's got a couple of blockers. There's Charlie Blum. And then closing quickly was Zach Kelly. But Blum, again, out close to a 1st down. And it looks like they're going to mark him about a yard short. So it'll be the Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down and 1 coming up for the Dragons as we're under 3 minutes to go. And Verischetti holding 2nd quarter. Warren trying to add to its 7-6 lead. Again, first time all season the Dragons have played with a lead.
Despite just having 5 carries so far here in the first half, Blum, the leading rusher for Warren with 49 yards.
3rd and 1. It'll be Sheen under center. And Sheen's going to keep it himself and move the pile forward for the Tionesta Builder Supply 1st down. Again, Cody, you're kind of in prime position. I know they haven't been able to throw much or very well, but again, a little play action something here, and your receiver's probably going to be pretty open.
Yeah, and like I said, even if it's just a threat, if it's incomplete, but then that defense knows they're willing to pass the ball. Right now, the defense is just trying to sniff out the run.
And there it is, a little quick pass, and it is blown up on that bubble screen. That was Chase Myers on the reception, and a flag comes in late as Myers lost his helmet.
And it looked like the Girard defender's leg came up over Myers' helmet and kind of kicked it off. Now, I'm not insinuating that was on purpose, but that's what I saw is at least happen.
And the official is now sorting out. Again, that flag came out, looked like after the play. As the athletic trainer, Dane Renwick, out to tend to Myers. Always good to see Dane at the events, but you don't want to ever see him on the field having to tend to people. It looks like this is going to be a penalty against Girard as they mark off the yardage there, and it's a big one. That'll be a free first down for Warren. I've not seen a signal yet what the penalty was. It's a personal foul against Girard. So a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down coming up for the Dragons as they are tending to Myers.
Hey, how many yards is that penalty? That's more than 15.
And Myers able to get up and walking off mostly under his own power.
He's got a little wobble to his step. Looks like maybe it was lower half.
They were definitely checking out his, it looked like his left leg there, knee or ankle, not sure which. But
anytime you see a player's helmet come off, you get a little nervous there. So, as far as that goes, rather it be something on the lower half than up top.
And so it will be a 1st and 10 for Warren from the Girard 42.
And they've flipped the field here.
Sheen in the gun. Gives to Corbett. Picks up a block. And gets out to the 40.
Corbett's doing a good job of reading the defense. That wasn't a huge run, but he's able to read those defenders and kind of play off of what they're doing and find at least enough to get past the line of scrimmage.
As we're approaching the final minute of play here, Warren's still got 40 yards to go. You got to think they got 2 timeouts left. Again, at this point, are you calling a couple of plays in the huddle? If you pick up a first down here, you get up on the ball, try to conserve some time.
I think they go to the air here.
And they do. Sheen back to pass, looking, fires, throws, and it's dropped right through the hands.
That was a nice pass by Sheen.
Was looking for Austin Fiskus, and like you said, Cody, that ball was right on the money. Fiskus just let it go right through his hands.
Yeah, Sheen did a good job, got the ball, got it off quick, didn't allow the Girard defense to put any pressure on him. And those are those chunks of plays you're going to need with just 44 seconds left. You're not going to be able to make it into the end zone with 3 or 4 yard runs right now.
Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, 3rd down and 8 coming up for Warren. And they're going to give to Blum, and this time he's hit in the backfield and dropped immediately.
Yeah, I think the Jackets defense has that play sniffed out.
He started going in motion, and Zach Severance sniffed that one out and blew through the line. It'll be a 4th down, and looks like about 13 coming up as I believe that was Girard. Now this time took a timeout with a 4th and long coming up. Try to conserve some time, see if they can maybe double dip here.
And with their passing game, I think that's a really intelligent call.
Absolutely.
If you're Warren, you got to think Warren's going to punt this. I don't think you go for it.
Oh, I can't imagine. You gotta make them go as far down the field as you could possibly make them go here. And you're giving Blum the ball to punt it away, and you're saying you put this thing right in that coffin corner, right down there inside the 5 yard line, and And then basically between your defense and the amount of time that they're going to have left, you just hope to ride it out here, as it will be blown back to punt.
Get a little nervous, though. They were taking a long time to call that punt. It usually doesn't take that long. It makes you question whether there might be some trickery up your sleeve.
Can't quite see the number on who it is back for the Jackets. Blum gets the snap and just gets the kick away. It's a short one, but it does take a Warren bounce inside the 20. And again, Warren's going to let this thing roll as long as it possibly can because it's going to kill clock.
Yeah, now that's not obviously quite a coffin corner, but pinning him inside their own 20 with 23 seconds left to go.
But it took 13 seconds.
Yeah, it's definitely, that was it was a sky-high kick.
Yep. So now Girard's got to go. Let's see where they mark it down at the 19. So Girard's got to go 81 yards in 23.8 seconds with one timeout. But again, this is a pass-heavy offense, and before they even get started, I saw Cody Bubb come out to the official and call for a timeout here. Wants to make sure his defense is all on the same page.
Now, I got to think on the Girard side, Warren's going to be playing on Kibbe. They're going to try to shut that receiver down. So now you're looking at, Dovichow or Arnold possibly as another option, and use Kibbe almost as a decoy to pull that defense to one side of the field or the other.
Draw the coverage to him, and then look for a matchup on the opposite side of the field. And don't forget, St. Julian's got some running ability too, so you can't just let him sit back in the pocket and survey.
Arnold has 10 receptions for 99 yards this year.
I said that, and now it is Stevens in at quarterback, who's got even a little bit more of that running ability. So it's 1st and 10 from the 19. Stevens in the gun. He set up a screen to Kalicki. Fights off a tackle and then is brought down, but he's brought down inbounds. And Girard's taking his final timeout, and Mark Brooks pointing at the scoreboard going, man, you got to get out of bounds there.
Yeah.
You broke the tackle. You got to get out of bounds. We're going to step away during this timeout. 14.4 seconds to go. It's Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
All American HQ in Shippenville is your gift headquarters no matter the occasion. All American HQ always has the perfect gift for that loved one or friend. From engraved cutting boards and coffee mugs to personalized sports apparel, All American HQ has you covered. At All American HQ, they'll put almost anything on almost everything. AllAmericanHQ.com.
Coming out of this timeout, 14.4 seconds to go. Girard with a 2nd down and 3. Two deep safety look for the Dragons here. Stevens back to pass. Has some time. Fires down the field. He's got a man and broken up at the last minute. That was Scott Nichols came over.
Defense by Nichols
to break it up because Aiden Arnold had a step on the corner. And that's why you play that two deep safety and let them go help their corners.
It was disciplined coverage, playing the ball the whole time. Let the receiver run into you.
Luton's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, 3rd down and 3. Again, down in distance, not really a factor here with 8.2 seconds to go. Versketti holding 2nd quarter. And let everybody know there will be an extended halftime here tonight as it is homecoming. Stevens has time. Now he's flushed, steps up. Fiskus is there. He gets away from it, throws, and it's incomplete. There is a flag down in the backfield. There's no time on the clock.
I got to think if this is a hold.
It is a hold against Girard. So decline that penalty, and Warren goes into the locker room with a 7-6 lead. And the penalty is officially declined. So we have hit the end of the Verischetti Holdings second quarter. We go to halftime. Your score, Warren 7, Girard 6, and the Dragons players, and a nearly full house over there in the home stands, fired up as the Dragons have their first halftime lead in a long time.
As they should be. Absolutely. Overall, the first half, Warren played a very, very solid first half of football.
Don't go anywhere. We will be back with the Tap and Pay Plus halftime show. It's Allegheny Guerrilla Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Are you sick of all the madness and hassle of traditional fundraisers? Well, then let us give you a big, warm welcome to the Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app. Thanks to Tap and Pay Plus, it's now easy for your team or group to gain online donations from supporters anywhere. Simply shop, earn, and support the team every single day. Learn more about our simple and easy fundraising app at www.tapandpayplus.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyyyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
I'm just goofing.
Welcome into the Tap and Pay Plus halftime show from War Memorial Field. Your halftime score, Warren 7, Girard 6. Tap and Pay Plus is fundraising made easy. Earn more funds in less time with nothing to sell, hand out, or collect. Find out more at tapandpayplus.com. That's tap, the letter N, payplus.com. And they are doing the homecoming festivities, so that's why the halftime is a little bit longer here tonight. And, unfortunately, we're on the far side of the field and can't really pick up the public address announcer very well, but we'll try to let you know what's happening here for those of you watching in the Warren area or who have interest. But
I don't know, Brian. I see some open space over on that side.
In the meantime, let's take a look at our Janie Montgomery Scott and Clarion halftime stats. No matter where you are in life, just starting out in your peak earning years, nearing retirement, or contemplating your legacy, we're here for you. When you work with us, it's about going beyond investing. It's about connecting your life and your finances. JanieClarion.com.
Well, to be honest with you, Brian, the only negative on the Dragons side of the ball offensively, they have -4 total passing yards. Other than that, 127 total offensive yards. 131 of those are on the ground. They're averaging 4.4 yards per carry, 9 first downs. So they're putting together strong drives. and only one penalty on the Dragons tonight. Individually rushing, it's Aiden Corbett with 11 carries, 41 yards. He has 4 of the team's 9 first downs. Charlie Blum with 6 carries, 46 yards. He has the Dragons' only touchdown tonight with that 28-yard score. And Aiden Egger with 5 carries, 21 yards. Brady Sheen is 1 of 2 for -4, and Chase Myers is the one who caught that pass. On the Jackets side of the ball, they have 108 yards total offense on 19 plays, 62 of which have been in the air, 46 on the ground. So a little more even of an offense on the Jackets side. They're averaging 5.7 yards per play. They got 6 first downs, 3 penalties for 25 yards. Individually, St. Julian with 6 carries, 13 yards, and Riley Horn with 3 carries for 27 yards. St. Julian is 3 for 3 for 54 yards in the air. 2 of those passes went to James Kibbe. He has 47 yards. And Nathan Davichow has 1 reception for 7 yards, and Kalicki with 1 reception for 8 yards.
Those were our Janie Montgomery Scott and Clarion halftime stats, JanieClarion.com. Let's take a look now at the Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary. You can score a great round of golf at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tionesta and online at HunterStation.com.
It was a pretty exciting first half for it only being 7-6. Yeah. In the first quarter at 8:33, it was Charlie Blum carrying it 28 yards around the Dragons side of the field for Warren's first score. Blum also kicked in the extra point to go up 7-0. And a few minutes later at 5:13, Ryan St. Julian pushes in for the 1-yard score for the Jackets after a 33-yard pass he completed to James Kibbe to set up that play. The kick did fail, and Girard trails by 1.
All right, that was our Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary online, HunterStation.com. We are going to take a quick break. We'll try to find out who gets crowned homecoming queen here at War Memorial Field. This is Tap and Pay Plus halftime show. Allegheny Grill at Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
If you're ready to buy or sell your home, then stop in at 4234 Market Street to let one of the agents at Howard Hanna Professionals help. Our friendly and knowledgeable agents can help you find the key to your dream home. Looking for a new career? Howard Hanna Professionals can help there too. Howard Hanna Professionals will assist new and experienced agents with the startup fees for an exciting career in real estate. Call Katrina Laurie at 814-726-2000 for more information.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com.
Have a fender bender? We can mend her at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours, Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107.
Welcome back to the Tap and Pay Plus halftime show here at War Memorial Field. At the half, Warren leads Girard 7-6. And, Cody, we talked an awful lot in the pregame about, both of these teams kind of being one-dimensional coming in here. And so far, Warren's still been one-dimensional, only attempted, 2 passes. But on the other side of that, they've been able to be effective on the ground, and it's paid dividends for them through the first half.
Yeah, they're averaging 4.8 yards per carry on the ground. They coming into this game as a team, they were averaging 2.6 throughout the season. They only have one game where they averaged over 4 yards per carry. So as far as their rushing attack goes, it is a pleasant surprise for the Dragons. And then on the Girard side, their offense has not been as pass heavy as I thought it would be. However, they've been having a pretty even offense throughout the first half, which may prove beneficial as this game goes on into the second half.
Well, and I think the big surprise in the first half, at least, has been Charlie Blum running the football.
Yeah,
they gave it to him on the first carry of the game. Got a big chunk play there. Ran in the touchdown. Warren's only touchdown so far through the first half, and has been a really effective runner for them through 2 quarters.
Yeah, 6 carries, 46 yards, averaging 6.7 yards per carry, and he has Warren's only 20-plus yard run.
It's not like they're getting a ton of those those kind of runs throughout the season. I know they had a big one against Franklin a couple of weeks ago, and I think that was right before that game was suspended due to weather, and that was oh man, what a night that was! So we were down in Smethport, thought we were smart, got out of the rain, and it didn't matter.
That is a long drive home in the rain.
Yeah, it is.
What stands out for me also with Warren is that, out of 27 carries, they have 3 negative rushes.
Yeah.
And it's just, a yard or 2. And limiting those negative plays has been so crucial for them. The scoreboard is not showing what I'm seeing as a success for the Dragons offense there in the first half.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing that you talked about, they haven't put the ball on the ground.
Right.
They haven't fumbled the football. There were a couple of plays that maybe it came out, after the runner was down, but they have not lost the football so far through the first half of this one. And again, that's a big reason why right now they've got a lead at halftime.
Yeah, I mean, Warren's averaging 3.2 fumbles a game coming into this game, and they haven't put it on the ball once or put it on the ground once this game. That's a definite significant change from what we've seen over the last 5 weeks.
And then on the flip side, I think Girard has kind of gotten a little bit away from what it's been successful at offensively. They've run it with a little bit more success. Obviously they were limited to just 5 yards on the ground a week ago. But they haven't really been throwing the ball around the way I think we both kind of expected them to in the first half.
No, as a team, they're 4 of 6 for 62 yards. I anticipated them to be well over 100 yards going into the half passing, and I think maybe we'll see a little bit more of that in the second half. But their rushing attack hasn't been bad either. So right. I wouldn't be surprised if they keep it pretty even, Stevens. But I think by the end of the game, you're going to see that passing game take over more calls.
And again, part of that is, Warren, even though they haven't scored after that opening possession, has had some pretty long sustained drives. And that's just something that they have not done all year.
And you know what I see as a product of that, what you referenced earlier, their defense comes out, they're fresh.
Yeah.
They're attacking the ball. They're not getting frustrated. They're staying the coverage that we had over here by Nichols. These guys are coming out now and they're ready to rock and roll, and they're getting off the field at a relatively good time.
And they're not immediately been put in, negative territory.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, the one punt that Blum had still pinned Girard inside the 20, and then they had a turnover on downs at the goal line.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, when you're forcing the team the opponent, I should say, to have to go to length of the field, it just gives you more opportunity to make plays on the ball.
Yeah, it definitely does. I think that the only thing the Dragons need to worry about is the big thing Dragons need to worry about is Kibbe. That's what I thought coming into the first half. It's what I think going into the second half. I think that Girard is going to find a way to get him the ball in the air, or utilize him, as we were talking earlier, utilize him to draw coverage and open up those other couple guys.
All right, with that, we're going to take another break. We'll be back with more of the Tap and Pay Plus halftime show. It's Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
If you're ready to buy or sell your home, then stop in at 4234 Market Street to let one of the agents at Howard Hanna Professionals help. Our friendly and knowledgeable agents can help you find the key to your dream home. Looking for a new career? Howard Hanna Professionals can help there too. Howard Hanna Professionals will assist new and experienced agents with the startup fees for an exciting career in real estate. Call Katrina Laurie at 814-726-2000 for more information.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com.
Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107.
Welcome back into the Tap and Pay Plus halftime show here from War Memorial Field. At the half, it's Warren 7, Girard 6. Tap and Pay Plus is fundraising made easy. Earn more funds in less time with nothing to sell, hand out, or collect. Find out more at tapandpayplus.com. That's tap, the letter N, payplus.com. Going to take a look now at our Pizza Hut out-of-town scoreboard. Still time for you to order fresh hot pizza online now at pizzahut.com, where no one out-pizzas the Hut. Over in District 9, at the half, Union AC Valley leads Bucktail 35-0. Central Clarion over Karn City 14-0 in the first quarter. In second quarter action, Clearfield leads Penns Valley 46-13. In the first quarter, it's Kerwinsville 7, West Branch 0. Second quarter action, DuBois leads Montauk 27-0. Port Allegheny with a 14-13 lead over Ridgeway in the second quarter. And no report yet from Punxsutawney and Bradford. At the half, Kane leading Red Bank Valley 16-7. No report yet from Smethport and Coudersport. In the first quarter, St. Mary's leading Brookville 7-6. And in a game you can see right here on the YDL Sports Network, in the first quarter, Brockway 13, Keystone 6. In District 10, second quarter action, Corey 14, Mercyhurst Prep 7. Erie's all over Franklin, 21-0 in the first quarter. In the second quarter, General McLean leads Fort LaBeouf 14-0. Oil City up 13-0 over Grove City in the first quarter. Hickory leads McKinley, Ohio 21-0 in the second. Conneaut 13, Maplewood nothing first quarter. At the half, Sagertown leads Mercer 14-7. In the second quarter, Greenville leading Northwestern 21-0. Cambridge Springs 6, Reynolds nothing second quarter. Seneca over Fairview 3-0 in the first. Sharpsville leads Lakeview 14-8 in the second. Titusville up 26-7 over Northeast in the second quarter. In the first quarter, McDowell leads Villa Angela St. Joseph of Ohio 21-0. Farrell's leading Wilmington 20-0 in the second quarter. And at the half, this just in from our good friend Steve Younger up in Russell. At the half, the Knights of Eisenhower leading Union City 21-7. Last night in District 10, Harbor Creek beat Slippery Rock 35-10. Tomorrow in District 9, it's homecoming for Sheffield as the Wolverines host Otto Eldred for a 1:30 p.m. kick. In District 10, Iroquois is at Kennedy Catholic at 1 p.m. and at 7 p.m. Sharon's at Meadville, and Cathedral Prep is at St. Francis, New York. That was your look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza Hut. And now, time for our second half adjustments, brought to you by the Rehab Center. With 8 locations to serve you, including in Clarion, Brookville, and Katanning, the Rehab Center always makes the right adjustments. The Rehab Center, chiropractors caring for health, online at therehabcenters.com, spelled the old English way with an R-E-S.
For Girard, I think the biggest thing that they need to do here in the second half is they need to attack the running game for the Dragons. Shut that down. Force Warren to pass the ball and force Warren to be uncomfortable, and perhaps they start making mistakes and give you an opportunity to come back and take the lead. On the Warren side, I think you just keep mixing it up with various running backs, and I don't really know if you have to adjust anything on the ground. The only thing I would like to see Warren do, as we alluded to earlier, a little more play action and a little more passing just to mix it up so that you got to think Girard's coming out attacking the run. Make them pay for it.
All right, those were our Rehab Center second half adjustments, brought to you by the Rehab Centers, rehabcenters.com. Again, that center spelled the old English way with an R-E-S. That will do it for the Tap and Pay Plus halftime show. We'll be right back with second half action, Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
If you're ready to buy or sell your home, then stop in at 4234 Market Street to let one of the agents at Howard Hanna Professionals help. Our friendly and knowledgeable agents can help you find the key to your dream home. Looking for a new career? Howard Hanna Professionals can help there too. Howard Hanna Professionals will assist new and experienced agents with the startup fees for an exciting career in real estate. Call Katrina Laurie at 814-726-2000 for more information.
Here at Casella, we make temporary dumpster rental easy, offering services that are perfect for construction, remodeling, special events, or other short-term projects. Casella dumpsters are available in a wide range of sizes to fit any job. Our dedicated customer service team will help you choose the right size container and service level for your project and schedule hassle-free removal based on your specific needs. The right size dumpster, when you want it, where you want it, removed when you say so.
Welcome back to War Memorial Field here in Warren. Dragons leading visiting Girard 7-6 as we're just about ready to start second half action. Our third quarter tonight is brought to you by Acrisure. Acrisure, with a location in DuBois, is the official insurance provider of the YDL Sports Network. Find out more at acrisure.com/mid-Atlantic. Tonight's game also being brought to you in part by the Warren Forest Higher Education Council. Find out how they can help you take the next step at high-ed.com. And it is the start of a new quarter, and Nikita Williams is today's third quarter contestant. Nikita has already won a free car wash at the Zip Zap Car Wash. If the Dragons score a touchdown during the third quarter, Nikita will win a $75 gift certificate to Rocket Detailing. To participate, go to rocketdetails.com. And Girard will start the second half with the football.
I got to say, Brian, this is the most hyped I've seen a Warren crowd, I think,
in a long time.
In a couple years, at least.
It's James Kibbe back deep to receive the kick from Charlie Blum. And Blum kicks it deep, sends Kibbe back, bounces at the 5 and into the end zone.
Kibbe thought about it there for a second, but running it back
you
got to 1.
You got to field it, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just let it sit there on the 1 because Warren picks it up. But so it will be a touchback to start for Girard here to begin play in the Acrisure third quarter. And Jackets now with a chance to take the lead for the first time here tonight. And both teams scored on their opening possession of the ball game, and then were unable to get anything going after that.
I wouldn't be surprised if Girard started off with a pass play right here.
This Stevens staying in at quarterback. Play action. He keeps it himself. He gets away from a tackle, and Stevens just bowling his way forward. And
he doesn't run like a quarterback.
Well, he's a big boy. I mean, that's. Stevens is 6 foot 241, so it's not exactly your prototypical quarterback back there. You've got a Dragon slow to get up.
Yeah, you're talking with a guy that size, you're talking more of a fullback.
And again, the trainer out to check on the injured player while they tend to him. We'll take a quick break. That's Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
And we are back here at War Memorial Field. It was Carson Subkowski was the injured Dragon, but again, able to walk off under his own power. And we did get word it was Noelle Alexander is the 2024 homecoming queen for Warren, so congratulations to her. And it was a 4-yard gain on first down for Stevens. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Jackets. And Stevens looking to throw under pressure, gets away, gets it off, it's caught. And out across the 30 is number 88, Colton Miller. It's a Tie Nesta Builder Supply first down for Girard. Eight-yard gain for Miller puts the Yellow Jackets 1st and 10 at their own 32. And this time Stevens going to hand it off to Kalicki. Kalicki dives ahead for a gain of about 2. Make it 2nd down and 8. Stevens in the gun. And he'll roll to his left. Gets the ball away, but it's a little bit behind Dovichow.
I think if Stevens would have just taken an extra half a second to set his feet, he would have been up more on the mark on that pass.
Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, 3rd down and 8 for the Jackets. But yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Cody. It looked like Dovashow was open there. If Stevens is able to just, kind of set his feet and lead him on the throw.
Yeah, and throwing on the run for a right-handed quarterback, boot running out to the left, that's already a difficult task.
And Brooks, head coach Mark Brooks, sending a signal in from the sidelines. Stevens goes up, changes the play, and now Nichols crowding the line, maybe coming on a safety blitz here. We'll see if he comes or drops back. He does come. Gets picked up, and then Stevens is going to be taken down and sacked.
You got to think that Girard saw that coming. Just weren't able to pick up all the Dragons.
Devin Van Tassel on the sack for Warren. And the Dragons hold on the opening possession of the second half. And it will be Clemente back to receive the punt. Clemente hanging out around his own 40. Kick is away. And it'll bounce, and the Dragons get away from it there. Patrick Ross playing with exactly. That was very, very close to touching him on the leg, but it does get down at the Warren 45. That's where the Dragons will take over first possession of the Acrisure third quarter. Dragons leading 7-6.
Yeah, and I think great defensive play there for the Dragons on 3rd down. They have great field position here. Now you just go back to what was working in the first half and hope that Girard's adjustments don't shut it down.
So from the Warren 45, the Dragons begin, and they start with a handoff to Aiden Corbett. And Corbett trying to get around the left side. Not much there. Gain of about 2. That there is a flag down on the far side of the field. I think there's going to be a face mask at the end of this play. There is. Bruno Iorfito wrestling camp penalty against Girard. Now, is it the 5 or the 15-yard variety? It is a big one. That's going to be a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for Warren, and they are into Girard territory at the Jackets 38.
And it was a penalty, I believe, that got Warren's offense down 15 yards on their scoring drive, if I'm not mistaken.
And they give to Corbett again. This time he cuts up the middle. And not much there. Gain of 1+, we'll call it.
1+.
Out to the 37.
It's like a streaming network.
Yeah. Second down and 8+. How about that?
I like the Ocho.
The Ocho. God, here we go. Sheen in the gun. Has Egger with him, and he's going to give it to Egger. It's still going off that left side, and Egger plows his way ahead across the 35.
And that's exactly what he did there. I mean, as soon as he got the ball, he was ready for impact and was able to pick up 4 or 5 yards on that.
Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, 3rd down and 6 coming up. And got to think this is 4-down territory here for the Dragons. And they give it to Blum. Blum gets away from a tackle from behind. He's going to be close to the first down. I think he's got it based on where the official's standing.
And just about the time that you forget about Charlie Blum, they give him the ball and he makes you regret it.
And it is a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for Warren. This drive being built by Ty Nesta Builder Supply with locations in Shippenville and Ty Nesta online at tynestabuilders.us.
Seven carries, 55 yards for Blum so far today.
Sheen gives it to Egger, and he's hit immediately, but was able to take the pile.
Yeah, Riley Horn almost met him in the backfield.
Gain of a yard to the 26. And, but again, Cody, you can't harp on it enough. The way Warren has played offense over these last 17 games, that they're getting positive yards, even if it's only 1 or 2. It's going forward instead of going backwards.
Yeah, over the past 5 weeks, if that play would have happened in the last 5 weeks, it would have been a loss of 1 or more.
Yep.
And instead, they're getting gains of 1 or more.
2nd down and 9, low snap. Sheen keeps it himself, tries to put on a little juke, and
wasn't fooling anybody.
Cannot get away from Miller. Colton Miller on the stop. And that is a loss of 1. It'll be a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down and 10. And, and about the only play that really hasn't been successful has been Sheen keeping it on that little read option.
Yeah, it really hasn't found a lot of success, but it hasn't been a colossal failure.
Right.
That's actually Sheen's first loss tonight, carrying the ball.
We are under 6 minutes to play in the Acrisure third quarter. 3rd and 10 for Warren. Sheen back to pass, under pressure, gets away from it, looking, and just throws it away. And somehow Sheen was able to get rid of that ball for an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and that's one of those incompletions that you can chalk up as a success. Because there was about 4 different opportunities for Sheen to get sacked there, and he was able to maneuver around the pass rushers and get rid of the ball.
And we see Sheen going over to the sideline to get the play on this 4th down and 10 from the Girard 27. And, again, Blum's got some leg, but not quite enough to attempt a
this is a
44-yarder here. So they're going to go for it on 4th and 10. And the passing game not been effective. Sheen going to drop back. They send a blitzer, gets it away and nearly intercepted.
Sheen
got rocked.
Yeah.
That was number 11, Zach Severance, coming on the blitz.
Again, though, credit to Sheen for getting rid of that ball. That sack would have likely set up Girard at the 40-yard line. Instead they're going to have it at the 27.
So both teams hold defensively on the opening possession of the second half. And now Girard takes over at its own 27. And it is St. Julian back in at quarterback now. And he will hand it off to Horn. Horn turns the corner. Riley Horn with a big gainer on 1st down, close to midfield. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 47. It's a 20-yard pickup for Riley Horn.
Yeah, Horn, he had 3 carries for 27 yards in the first half, and all of those came in the second quarter. He was really starting to pick it up. Had carries of 4, 11, and 12, and now he has that 1 of 20.
It's a Ty Nesta Builder Supply 1st down for Girard, close to midfield now. And going to give it right back to Horn. Going to run the same play again. Horn picks up a block. Horn down the sideline. And knocked out of bounds this time at the 31.
And Horn put a vicious move on what I believe it was Corey Ristaw. And that was able to gain him another 20 yards.
22-yard pickup on that carry. And just like that, the Jackets are in Dragons territory at the Warren 31. And they're going to give it to Horn again. Why not?
Yeah, you got to keep going with a hot hand right
Doesn't
now.
get 20 this time, but pickup of about 8 there.
Yeah, I almost think I know that we're still in the third quarter, but I think if you're the Dragons, maybe you call a timeout, regroup, and figure out a way to stop Horn, because if you're the Jackets, you're not giving the ball to anybody else right now.
Absolutely not. No reason to put the ball in anybody else's hands right now. It's 2nd down and 2. We're approaching 4 minutes to go in the Acrisure third quarter. And there he goes, going to go the other side. This time he's hit in the backfield, nearly lost the football. Ball comes out after the play.
I believe he was down.
That was Grayson Linkerhoff on the stop for Warren, and maybe that's why they've been going to the left every time.
Yeah.
Try to the right side, and it's a tackle for loss. It's like a loss of about 2 there. We'll bring up a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, 3rd down and 4 for the Jackets at the 25.
Yeah, so after carries of 20, 22, and 8, loss of 2. Horn with 4 double-digit carries.
And St. Julian now in the gun. Fakes it, and it's batted down at the line. Austin Fiskus came through and got a hand on it. And now it's 4th down.
I mean, Austin Fiskus, he's 6'4". That's a big guy coming in to have to pass over.
And he came in virtually untouched, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were thinking the quickness of the pass. And St. Julian looks like he's changing the play here. Down to 7 on the play clock. Has Kalicki with him in the backfield. Another quick pass. He gets it this time. It is caught for the Tionesta Builder Supply first down by Dovichow. And a big 4th down conversion for Girard. And they are inside the Pizza Hut red zone. Still time for you to order a fresh hot pizza now online at pizzahut.com, where no one outpizzas the Hut. 1st and 10 now at the 16.
Still able to get another first down.
And St. Julian with Kalicki. Fakes to Kalicki, keeps it himself. He's got a big lane. St. Julian now into trouble, and he gets a big wallop at the end of that play. I believe that was Linkerhoff again. But St. Julian with a 5-yard gain down to the 11.
What I find interesting is that they reset the downs, and we don't see Riley Horn in the backfield, despite the success that got them down to where they're at.
St. Julian rolling left, firing for the end zone. Caught by Dovichek. No, he couldn't hang on.
And that was a beautiful pass, and Dovichek almost pulled it in. Well-run play, just couldn't finish it.
Was a little bit behind. Again, Cody, like you said, that right-handed quarterback rolling to his left was just a little bit behind Dovichow. If he'd have been able to lead him a little bit, that's probably 6. Instead, it's a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd and 5 from the 11.
And again, they're able to pick up a first down here. You're 3rd and 5. You're obviously in 4-down territory. I don't know if I go away from a run here, but
and St. Julian looking to throw. Fires quickly, and it is bobbled and dropped. Aiden Arnold couldn't hang on, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, and I think when it was 2nd and 5, this is all hindsight's 2020, but 2nd and 5, if you run the ball and you pick up just a couple, it gives you an option. Then now you're 3rd and 2. The defense doesn't know what you're doing, but passing the ball there, that
Mark Brooks going to try a field goal here, 28 yards for Tyler Vavrek on the attempt to give Girard the lead. Kick is up, and it is no good. He missed it. Wide right for Vavrek.
And thinking back, I believe his extra point.
But we've got some laundry on the field. I think there's a flag down. And if this is against Warren, it could be a free first down for Girard. It is roughing the kicker against Warren. Wow. The Bruno Iorfito Wrestling Camp penalty gives Girard new life. So that'll move the ball down to the 6, just outside the 5. It is 1st and goal now for Girard. After Vavrek missed the field goal, the Jackets now, with new life, had a golden opportunity to get in the end zone. St. Julian under center. Gives off left tackle and hit and dropped in the backfield. They tried Horn and nothing doing this time, but again, Dragons slow to get up. It was Noah Bleach there on the stop. Took a second to get up, but did get up and get back in the huddle. And it is 2nd and goal now from the 6. And again, apologize going on this end of the field. We had to put our canopy up for threat of rain here, and just happens to be where they're at right now on the field.
I like that it's almost dead center.
Yeah. 2nd and goal from the 6. St. Julian has Horn, the sidecar, to his left. And Mark Brooks is not happy, rips the headset off as Girard takes the timeout. Their first of the second half comes with under a minute to go in the Acrisure third quarter. We'll take a quick timeout with them. This is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School Football on the YDL Sports Network.
Located at 16 West Main Street in Youngsville, Cam's Logging Supplies and Outdoor Wear's goal is to provide customers in Warren County with logging supplies, boots, and clothing at a reasonable price and within a short distance from home. We also offer so much more, including indoor golf and axe throwing, games of chance, and local pool leagues. If there's something you want and we don't have it, let us know and we will be happy to try and find it for you. At Cam's, we also sell hunting and fishing licenses and look forward to serving you. Give us a call today at 814-688-3146. Stop in and see us or visit us online at camsloggingsupplies.com.
Back here at War Memorial Field, 2nd and goal from the 6 for Girard. Got new life after a roughing the kicker penalty on a missed field goal.
Yeah, the Dragons only have 2 penalties tonight, and one might prove to be very crucial.
St. Julian in the gun, fakes to Horn, throwing, has Kibbe, and Kibbe is in for the Girard touchdown. 6 yards from St. Julian to Kibbe, and the Jackets lead for the first time here tonight. We've seen Vavrek's missed a couple of kicks here. We'll see if maybe Girard goes for 2. It looks like they're keeping the offense on the field. And so Girard will go for 2. Kalicki, the up back. Fake. And they're going to throw it for Kalicki, who's walking in for the 2-point conversion. And with 48.4 seconds to go in the Acrisure third quarter, Girard now leads Warren 14-7. We'll be back. More Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School Football on the YDL Sports Network.
Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
Ryan St. Julian, 6 yards to James Kibbe, has Girard in front for the first time, 14-7, 48.4 seconds to go. Acrisure third quarter. Vavrick getting set to kick off. And another high bounce, and this time it's fielded cleanly by the Dragons at the 39. And now we'll see, this Warren offense has done some good things here tonight, Cody. Can they respond here now that they're trailing for the first time?
I think that I don't want to see them go away from their running. They've had a lot of success in their running, but I do think they're going to have to find ways to get this ball in the air and get down the field and just mix it up a little bit because Girard, you got to be thinking they're going to be sniffing out those runs.
So Warren takes over 1st and 10 at its own 39.
Best thing Warren can do right now is have a big first or second play here and kind of temper that momentum.
And they give it to Corbett, and he's hit in the backfield. And again, like you said, Cody, Girard is sniffing out these run plays, and that is a loss of 2. We'll make it 2nd down and 12. And, the couple of times on that last drive when Warren tried to go to the air, Sheen was under pressure almost immediately and really had nobody to throw to.
Yeah, they got to give him time. Although he did have a drop pass.
True.
So they got to give him time. But I think even with some quick passes, you'll be able to find some success.
I think Warren's going to let the time expire here on the Acrisure third quarter. We head to the fourth quarter. It's a one-score game at War Memorial Field. Girard 14, Warren 7. Don't go anywhere. It's high school football on the YDL Sports Network, presented by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Fourth quarter tonight brought to you by Elwood National Forge. And it will be 2nd down and 12 for Warren as we start the fourth quarter here from War Memorial Field. Dragons trailing Girard 14-7. Sheen goes under center. Gives right up the gut and nowhere to go for Corbett. And it is the start of a new quarter, and Kenneth Bedford is today's fourth quarter contestant. Kenneth has already won a free car wash at the Zip Zap Car Wash. If the Dragons score a touchdown during the fourth quarter, Kenneth will win a $75 gift certificate to Rocket Detailing. To participate, go to rocketdetails.com. And our fourth quarter tonight brought to you by Elwood National Forge. It's never too soon nor too late to set another goal or dream another dream. If now is the time for you, Elwood National Forge can help. To find out more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com. Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, 3rd down and 11 for the Dragons. Sheen back to pass, has time, now in trouble, and he's going to be sacked. Host of Jackets, including Horn, in on the sack of Sheen, and again, just looked indecisive back in the pocket.
He looked, and that's what I was sitting here trying to figure out, I guess, logically, what was the plan there, and it just kind of looked like that pass rush surrounded him, and he just braced himself more for the hit than trying to get out of it.
You wonder if he's been under pressure so quickly so often this season that maybe he's just anticipating the pressure, wasn't ready to have time. Blum's going to punt it away, and that one gets shanked. And Girard is going to have great field position.
And for such
in Dragon territory at the 44.
A strong first half and an almost flawless first half for Warren, this second half has not been quite as pretty.
They got down into Girard territory on that opening possession, found themselves in 3rd and long and couldn't convert, and then it's kind of went back to what we saw the first 5 weeks of the season.
Yeah, it was Riley Horn just gashing them, going up the field, and then a costly, brutal penalty, roughing the kicker, reset those downs, and now the offense kind of puttered out here.
Well, and like you said, Cody, eventually you got to find something different to change it up as Girard takes over 1st and 10 at the Warren 44. And the pass to Kibbe is a little high, goes through his hands. Was going to get absorb a big hit, I think, from Clemente, even if he caught that one. But now, if you're Warren, your defense has got to make a stand right here. You need a 3 and out. You got to get the ball back to your offense, see if they can't rediscover some of that confidence and momentum that they had in the first half. But it starts with the defense. It's 2nd down and 10. Kalicki in the backfield with St. Julian and gives to him right up the gut. Big hole for Kalicki. Bounces off a couple of tackles. Mason Kalicki dragging defenders for the Tionesta Builder Supply first down.
That is a 6'2", 232-pound battering ram running through the Dragons defense. And that's exactly the guy you want carrying the ball in the 4th quarter with the lead.
He's what they call a closer in this business.
Absolutely.
So now down to the Warren 29 goes Girard. 1st and 10 for the Jackets, and trying to put this game out of reach with 10 minutes to go. The Elwood National Forge 4th quarter, and this time St. Julian gets about half the defensive line to jump.
And you got to think that defense is just getting frustrated.
So now it'll be 1st and 5 at the 24. St. Julian getting the signals. And keeps it himself straight ahead. Ryan St. Julian into the open field. He's going to go 24 yards for the Girard touchdown. They will bring Vavrek on to attempt the extra point. Kicking game has not worked so far for Girard. I mean, they did get the roughing the kicker penalty, but that was on a missed kick.
Both of his kicks have been wide right.
High snap and nearly blocked, but he gets this one away and puts it right down Broad Street. 9:27 to play. Elwood National Forge 4th quarter. Girard 21, Warren 7. Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania and south central New York since 1960. As board-certified dental specialists in orthodontics, Cole Orthodontic Associates offer a wide variety of services, including early intervention, traditional and clear braces, and orthognathic surgery. Cole Orthodontic Associates also offer Invisalign clear aligners. Call 814-781-7800 to schedule an appointment today.
Ryan St. Julian carries it 24 yards, and Girard has scored on back-to-back drives, now takes a 21-7 lead over Warren here. 9:27 to play. Elwood National Forge 4th quarter. Tonight's game also being brought to you in part by the Warren Forest Higher Education Council. To find out how they can help you take the next step, visit high-ed.com.
Brian, I got to say, I didn't anticipate the Jackets having 137 yards on the ground.
Big hit, and I think Warren was able to fall on the football, But, man, you can hear that collision all the way up here.
Yeah, and I think that Corey Ristov was able to get that, but I think that ball almost went right to him as opposed to falling on it there. But, yeah, the Jackets with 137 yards on the ground and just 84 in the air, which is 100% not what we anticipated coming into this game, but it's working out for Girard.
So the Warren offense now got to figure some things out. Was able to run the ball effectively in the first half, but, trying to stick with the same play calling here in the second half has not worked out for him. Girard's made some adjustments.
It hasn't worked out, and now you're looking at a clock issue too.
And Sheen gives to Corbett, who tries to reverse field, and he has drilled Kalicki
That's that
in on the stop with number 57, Jackson Legacy. And now all of a sudden that Warren offense that had been going forward for 2.5 quarters has been going backwards.
Yeah, we got losses of 1, 10, 2, 4. That is not a trend that you want to have if you're the Dragons, especially being down by 2 scores. Like you were saying, they got to find a way to get this ball in the air and find some success in the passing game because Girard is all over this run.
2nd and 14. And Sheen gives to Blum, and Blum's hit right at the line of scrimmage. Able to gain about 2. We'll bring up a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down and 12. When you get backed up on 3rd and long, Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning will get you moving again. Visit them online, lutonsplumbing.com.
And now you're at 3rd and 13. Obviously, the Jackets know that you're going to be passing the ball here, which makes it even that much more difficult.
Sheen directing traffic there, changing the formation a bit. Blitz coming. Kalicki grabs a hold of Sheen, but that's
he
Kalicki looked like he was shot out of a cannon there coming through on that blitz. But he got chipped just enough that when he reached out, he grabbed Sheen's face mask, and the Dragon's going to get bailed out on that one.
Yeah, it was a vicious face mask, but it was probably one of the more unintentional ones as well.
And so Warren will get a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down into Girard territory at the Jackets 45. But again, Cody, when it's obvious passing situations, Girard is coming on that blitz, and they are coming hard.
Yeah, and who wouldn't be? I mean, they're in non-obvious passing situations, they're getting pressure. So obviously, if you can send somebody in on the blitz, it's going to work. I think that right here, 1st and 10, 45, put the ball in the air.
Bunch formation to the right. And Sheen tosses to Corbett. Corbett turns the corner. Corbett down the sideline is drugged down, but he's going to have enough for a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down. And now suddenly the Warren offense back in business at the Girard 31. And, I mean, they do have time here, Cody, if they can score in the next couple of plays. But, again, it's that defense. The defense is going to have to come up with a stop.
Yeah, and you hope that if the Dragons are able to put the ball in the end zone, the defense can feed off of that energy. And
toss to Corbett, going to try the left side, flag down, and Corbett spun down by Kalicki in the backfield. And the flag is on the far side of the field. And it is against Warren. That Bruno Iorfito wrestling camp penalty against the Dragons. So we'll see if Girard wants to accept the penalty. I see Mark Brooks emphatically saying decline it, decline it. The result of the play is a loss of 4 back to the 35. You know, like you said, Cody, if they're going to get the passing game going, they're going to have to do it in a not obvious situation.
And that's why Girard declined that penalty.
Yeah.
Because they're running the ball and they know they're going to run the ball and they can handle that.
And now here comes the pass. Sheen escapes, and he's going to get run and drugged down out of bounds. Solid pickup for Sheen. Got the penalty yard or the loss of yards back and then some, and make it a more manageable third down. Luton's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, 3rd and 5 is 6. The angle's a little tough to see where they're putting that stick from up here, but again, a third and manageable. And even if you only get 2 or 3 yards on this, you put yourself in position on 4th down to maybe pick it up. And it's a not obvious passing situation. Though Sheen is going to throw. No, he's not. He's going to get sacked and lose the football. Warren falls on it. Aiden Egger right there to pounce on it, but it's a loss of yards. And so now it goes from 3rd and 5 to 4th and 7. And you think Girard's going to be able to pin its ears back here and just come all out at Sheen.
Yeah, if you're the Jackets right now, you force Sheen to make a play.
And Girard's going to talk it over, going to take a timeout, and just about midway through the Elwood National Forge 4th quarter here, Cody. And I think offensively, Warren's shown some good things here. They got to figure out the quarterback situation. You can't just have zero passing game whatsoever. At least this is not like an Ethan Knox at Oil City, right. Dan York offense kind of thing going on here. This is, you've got to find a way to throw the football at least average completions and getting some yards and keep the defense honest.
And that's a big part of the problem is teams are coming in and they're facing Warren and there is no fear to just send everybody and stop the run. And when they drop back, they can just blitz them and almost play it like a run. I mean, they're just crowding that line of scrimmage and the Warren offensive line is unable to hold them. If you at least have a minor threat of a passing game, you can make a team pay for that. You can set up screens and keep that defense at least have to delay their pass rush just by a fraction of a second will buy you enough time to do something. Right now, that is not the case. And it hasn't been the case for 5 weeks. And I don't know if it was particularly the case last year. It was a little better, but right now they're in dire straits in the passing game.
4th and 7 at the Girard 29. Dragons trailing by 14. They send Corbett in motion, and now they're going to back up even more. The left tackle just came out of his stance. Landed Pritzel. Just miscommunication, and again, self-inflicted wounds here for the Dragons offense.
In the first half, they had 1 penalty for 15 yards. Second half, 4 penalties for 30 yards. These are and 2 of them very crucial. Right here, 4th down, you lose 5 yards. Roughing the kicker, you gave him 5 yards and a first down. 2 huge penalties.
Send Corbett in motion again. Sheen rolling under pressure, cuts back up the middle, escapes a tackle. Sheen into the open field, needs another block, and he's going to get stopped by Kibbe.
And I got to give credit to Sheen there, though, because I have no idea how he ran past several of those guys. I thought for sure he was going down before he ever got to the 30-yard line. He was able to get past the 30, but just not far enough.
And James Kibbe comes up with the tackle that turns the ball over on downs. Jackets will take over at their own, looks like about the 25. And again, she needed just one more block out there to pick up the first and couldn't quite get it. So and they'll put them down at the 23. But with 5:46 to go in the Elwood National Forge 4th quarter, Warren's running out of time here, and Girard with a couple of first downs could really put this game away.
Yeah, and the way that their running game has been, they're not even going to have to rely on the passing game to get these first downs if they're able to. And you see, I believe that's Riley Horn back there.
Well, and Mason Kalicki, the up back, just let him hammer it away. They give it to him right up the gut, and he goes out to the 25, 2-yard gain for Kalicki. And, give credit to Girard. The Jackets did what they needed to do here, held that Warren off. That goal line stand in the first quarter right now is really the difference in this game, because if Warren scores there, they're up 14-6. I'll assume they would have been up at least 13-6
right
at that point, and would have maintained a lot of that momentum offensively that they had built up through the first quarter.
Yeah, and if you have that one-score lead as opposed to 1 point, it can change how an offense approaches their attack.
And Dragons with 9 in the box. Doesn't matter. There goes Horn across the 35 for a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down. And Warren stacked the box, and it just didn't matter.
Yeah, Riley Horn has this insatiable capability to find the hole and just go.
Under 5 minutes to go, Elwood National Forge fourth quarter, and Girard now on the verge of picking up its first win of the season. 14-point lead and a first down at its own 38. And give it to Horn again, right up the middle. Gain about 2 this time. And Warren's going to take its first time out of the half with 4:15 to go in the Elwood National Forge fourth quarter. We're going to take it with them. This is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
If you're looking to enhance your current skills or gain an entirely new skill set, now is the time to register for classes at the Warren Forest High Ed Council. For 40 years, the Warren Forest High Ed Council has been providing education services in Warren and Forest County. The October 2024 schedule includes welding, leadership for team leaders, watercolor workshop, scarf dyeing, and just in time for the holidays, how to take great holiday photos. Go to high-ed.org or call 814-723-3222 to register.
4:15 to play. Elwood National Forge fourth quarter. Girard leading Warren 21-7. Jackets have a second down and 8 from their own 40. Trying to put this one on ice, pick up their first win of the season. And fake to Horn to get it to Kibbe. Kibbe's across midfield and into Warren territory down at the Dragons 43. Just a little pitch and catch there from St. Julian to Kibbe. Another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for Girard. And St. Julian going to let that play clock wind down as much as he can. Give to Horn, right up the gut. Riley Horn, another big run. And a flag comes out late. I think they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on to the end of that. You could just see the way his helmet was pulled down on the tackle. And Cody, we were talking during the last break that Riley Horn might be a touchdown away from locking up the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game.
Yeah, that seems to be the only thing that he's missing. He has 11 carries, 103 yards. He has 8 carries for 76 yards here in the second half. He averaged 9 yards per carry in the first half, 9.5 in the second half, 9.4 for the game. And he didn't start getting the ball until late in the second quarter.
Mm-hmm. Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down at the Warren 25. And again, Girard kind of broke the huddle, I think, not realizing that it was going to take a minute for the chain gang to get set. And now they just reset the play clock.
Get comfortable.
So St. Julian's got 30 seconds to kill here.
Get comfortable, boys. Well, as he lets that clock run out, Riley Horn carries of 11, 12, 20, 22, 15, another 11. I mean, these are big carries, and they have changed the dynamic of this game.
And they're going to give it to him again. Off left tackle. Horn into the clear. Down inside the 10. As the Jackets get inside the Pizza Hut red zone. Still time for you to order a fresh hot pizza online at pizzahut.com, where no one out pizzas the Hut. And it will be a 1st and goal from the 9. And you got to think, just keep feeding Riley Horn right here.
Yeah, I think so. For all this hard work that he's put in, and like I said, he's kind of changed the way this game has gone. Let him cap it off with a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Play clock winding under 10. St. Julian will give it to Horn again, right up the gut. Not as much room this time. Does get down to right about the 5. And he's going to have a full 40 seconds to catch his breath before taking another handoff here. And again, as we're under 2 minutes to go, Elwood National Forge, 4th quarter. And they're gonna pull Horn, Cody. So we might have to use another metric here for our player of the game. I don't know
why they had to go and do that.
Well, I'll tell you, it's still he's got a solid case. I mean, his running ability late in the 2nd quarter, and then when they took over, as give is to Marino this time. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. It'll bring up Lutz Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, 3rd and goal.
Well, I think what Riley Horn did for this
Girard. Oh, here you go. He's coming back out.
What I think he did for this Girard offense was just put them in a position where they could control the line of scrimmage, they can control the clock, just a position of control, and then they were able to capitalize with a couple of scores, and they're going to walk away with this from this game with a W. And I really wholeheartedly believe that is because of Riley Horn.
So 3rd down and goal. Kalicki, the up man. Horn behind St. Julian. High snap. They give it to Horn. He sheds one tackler, but he's not going to get there. He stopped at the line of scrimmage. But Girard does not have to snap it again. And the Jackets are going to get out of here with their first win of the season, though. I think there's a flag down on the far side of the field. There's an illegal formation against Girard, but again, it makes no difference. Girard's not going to have to snap it again. And even if they do, they can just
kneel
on it and call it. They are going to make him come out because they've got 25 seconds on the play clock, 25.1 on the game clock. So they're going to have to snap it and take a knee, or if they want to do something really crazy.
Give it to Riley.
But regardless. Well, now the game clock's ahead of the play clock. They didn't get that started simultaneously, so they don't really have to snap it here. I'm not sure if Girard knows that or not. There's about a 2-second difference. And St. Julian just saw it. He just looked back at the scoreboard and went, "What? We don't got to snap it." And they're not gonna. And Girard comes into Warren and comes away with their first win of the season, 21-7. The Jackets defeat the Dragons. Girard moves to 1-5. Warren falls to 0-6 this season. And we will be back with the Icy Ink post-game show. Don't go anywhere. It's Allegheny Girl of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Are you sick of all the madness and hassle of traditional fundraisers? Well, then let us give you a big, warm welcome to the Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app. Thanks to Tap and Pay Plus, it's now easy for your team or group to gain online donations from supporters anywhere. Simply shop, earn, and support the team every single day. Learn more about our simple and easy fundraising app at www.tapandpayplus.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Welcome into the Icy Ink post-game show. Your final here from Warren Girard 21, Warren 7. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs, call Icy Ink at 814-688-0034. Visit them at icyink.com. That's icyinc.com. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy. Cody, let's start with our Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary. Score a great round of golf at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tionesta, hunterstation.com.
The game kicked off with Warren at 8:33 in the first quarter. Charlie Blum carried it 28 yards around the Dragons side of the field for the score, and Blum got the kick to put the Dragons up 7-0. Girard, a few minutes later, 5:13. It was Ryan St. Julian pushing in for the 1-yard score after a 33-yard pass to James Kibbe set that play up. The kick did fail, so Girard went into the half down 7-6. In the third quarter, with 48 seconds to go, a roughing the kicker penalty on the Dragons gave the Jackets a new set of downs, which resulted in St. Julian hitting Kibbe for the 6-yard score on 2nd and goal. St. Julian was able to pass to Kalicki for the conversion to go up 14-7. And then at 9:27 in the fourth, Ryan St. Julian runs up the middle for 24 yards. Essentially clinching this game 21-7.
That is our Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary. Again, visit them online at hunterstation.com. We are going to get to our final game stats here in just a minute, because making his way up the stairs, our Allegheny Grill at Foxburg player of the game. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Visit them online, AlleghenyGrill.com. And our Cole Orthodontic Associates player interview with convenient locations in Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren. Get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. And we're getting the headset on here. And hopefully, Riley, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. Look right here at the
Okay.
camera for us, guy. And our Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg player of the game, Girard's Riley Horn. And Riley, they didn't really start feeding you the ball until late in the second quarter,
Yeah.
but it was effective. What did you see when you started getting the rock and getting out on some of those runs along the edge?
Well, I just got the ball and I ran as hard as I could and just followed my blocks. And my fullback, Mason, he's always there for me, and I just follow him.
And follow him, you did, to the tune of 13 carries, 123 yards for you, unofficially on the ground here today. But and you guys pick up your first win of the season. How you guys feeling? Right? It's sitting up like a lot of celebration in that huddle.
We're just so hyped, and we really needed this to motivate us to keep on fighting and get the win for next week.
Warren comes out, goes right down the field on its opening possession, scores. What were you guys talking about in your huddle on the sidelines there? Because then you guys came right back out, went down the field, and scored in response there.
We just ran the best play as possible for the next play and just kept driving and just doing the best we could.
And did you expect to get this kind of push offensively from this Warren team coming in? Has struggled so far this season to get some things going for them. Did you expect to see this kind of push coming from them?
Honestly, not really. I thought they did push really good, but towards like the second half, we just stopped it and they just couldn't do anything about it.
What adjustments were you guys able to make defensively at halftime? It seemed like you were getting some better reads on some of those plays that they had run in the first half that had worked well for them. So what adjustments were you able to make in the locker room there that allowed you to be successful?
We just adjusted our outer guys, like our corners and our edge guys, and just following the ball and just being in the right place is what really helped us stay.
And so late in the game there, you guys drive down, you get down to the 5. How bad did you want to get in the end zone on those last couple of carries?
I wanted it more than anything, but couldn't get it. But it's okay. We got the win, and that's all I'm happy about.
Win's much more important than the touchdown, right?
Yep, and getting yards and yep.
And so, Riley, you guys get to your first win of the season. How can you use the momentum from this game, carry it over into next week, and pick up win number 2?
Just bringing the intensity and just bringing that motivation on, and just keep on fighting for next week.
All right, we'll let you get back with your teammates and continue the celebration. Our Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg player of the game, Girard's Riley Horn. We'll be right back with more of the Icy Inc. post-game show on the YDL Sports Network right after this.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
And welcome back into the Icy Inc. post-game show. We'll take a look now at our Janie Montgomery Scott and Clarion final game stats for this 21-7 Girard win at Warren. No matter where you are in life, just starting out in your peak earning years, nearing retirement, or contemplating your legacy, we're here for you. When you work with us, it's about going beyond investing. It's about connecting your life and your finances. JanieClarion.com.
Brian, we're going to start with the guy that was just up here, Riley Horn. He had 13 carries, 123 yards, 7 first downs of the Jackets, 17 first downs. He averaged 9.5 yards per carry. Outstanding performance by Riley Horn. Ryan St. Julian had 8 carries for 42 yards. Mason Kalicki had 4 carries for 20 yards in total. The Jackets had 187 yards on the ground. They had 98 yards in the air. Ryan St. Julian was 6 of 10 for 82 yards, threw for 5 first downs and did have a touchdown. And then on the receiving end, it was James Kibbe, who had 4 receptions, 67 yards. He did have a score, and he averaged 16.8 yards per catch. Nathan Davichow had 2 receptions for 15 yards. And then team stats here for the Jackets, 285 total offensive yards on 46 plays, averaged about 6.2 yards per play, and 6 penalties for 60 yards. Really kind of the only blemish on the Jackets offensive side of the ball, or on their statistic side of things, is the penalties. 6 penalties for 60 yards there. On the Warren side, they had 47 offensive plays, 154 total offensive yards. They were -4 in passing, 158 on the ground. They averaged about half of what the Jackets did, 3.3 yards per play. They had 11 first downs. They did have a fumble that they were able to recover. They had 6 penalties for 50 yards. Brady Sheen had 9 carries for 30 yards. Aiden Corbett had 18 carries for 48 yards. And Charlie Blum had 8 carries for 56 yards. And that touchdown, Blum averaged 7 yards per carry. Brady Sheen, like I said, was 1 of 4 for -4 yards there. And Chase Myers was the only reception for the Dragons.
Those were your Janie Montgomery, Scott, and Clarion final game stats. Visit them online, janieclarion.com. And now let's take one last look at our Pizza Hut out-of-town scoreboard. Still time for you to order fresh hot pizza now online at pizzahut.com, where no one out-pizzas the Hut. Over in District 9, this game has gone final. Union AC Valley defeats Bucktail 35-8. Central Clarion all over Karnes City, 65-0 in the fourth quarter. In the third quarter, Clearfield leads Penns Valley 59-27. Kerwinsville 21, West Branch 8 in the second quarter. Fourth quarter, DuBois blanking Montauk 48-0. Port Allegheny's pulled away from Ridgeway 41-27 in the fourth quarter. Also in the fourth quarter of these next 2 games, Kane leading Red Bank Valley 16-14. Could be a big win for Matt Bodemer and the Wolves. And Coudersport leading Smethport 38-28. At the half for both of these games, St. Mary's 23, Brookville 18, and Brockway 19, Keystone 12. That game you can see right here on the YDL Sports Network. In District 10, fourth quarter, Corey leads Mercyhurst Prep 21-7. At the half, Erie all over Franklin 62-0. In the fourth quarter, General McLean 28, Fort LaBeouf 7. Oil City leading Grove City 21-7 at the half. In the fourth quarter, Hickory blanking McKinley, Ohio 49-0. Conneaut's shutting out Maplewood 27-0 in the third quarter. Your final, Sagertown defeats Mercer 14-7. Greenville 28, Northwestern 0 third quarter. Cambridge Springs blanking Reynolds 28-0 in the third. In the fourth quarter, Fairview leads Seneca 13-3. Also in the fourth quarter, Sharpsville up on Lakeview 28-15. Titusville defeats Northeast 47-14. Rockets continue their impressive season. In the third quarter, McDowell leading Villa Angela St. Joseph of Ohio 24-14. And in the fourth quarter, it's Farrell all over Wilmington 32-0. Last night in District 10, Harbor Creek defeated Slippery Rock 35-10. And tomorrow in District 9, Sheffield welcomes Otto Eldred to Wolverine Mountain for homecoming, 1:30 p.m. kickoff for that game. In District 10, Kennedy Catholic hosts Iroquois at 1 p.m. and at 7 p.m. Sharon heads to Meadville, and Cathedral Prep is at St. Francis, New York. That is your out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza Hut. And Cody, big win for Girard here. They get their first of the season. 2.5 solid quarters from the Dragons tonight. There's the next step for them figuring out how to play a full game.
I think that they have, for the first time this season, something on film to build off of. And with that should come growth and offensive development and inevitably learning how to play a complete game. So yes, I do think that they have some film now to get to that point, but it's not going to be easy, and it's going to take a lot of hard work, and we may not see it until next season.
No. Well, and again, I think there's a question. They got to figure out what they're doing at quarterback, and you got to find a way to get something out of your passing. You can't have negative yards passing for a game and expect to be competitive with most teams. They kept this one close for most of the game because they were able to run so well, but that's just they're not what you would call a power running offense. So.
Yeah, there just has to be a threat there. And that's the big difference is there has to be a threat of a passing attack. And if there's not, teams are going to sniff out your runs. They're going to adjust, and they're just going to start playing up on the line, 8 guys in a box, and it's just going to be rough on your running backs.
We saw that here tonight from Girard in the second half. So again, your final here from Warren: Girard 21, the Dragons 7. Girard moves to 1-5 this season. Warren falls to 0-6, and Cody, you're going to be leaving me for a while.
Shortly. Yeah. I do have one final thought, and it's not about this game.
Okay.
Well, we all know maybe some looming decisions coming up, and if you're not doing anything tomorrow afternoon, and you have some free couple hours, make your way to Sheffield. It could potentially be their last homecoming. It's not about wins and losses at that point. Be great to see a full stands there. It's a beautiful sight. Make your way down there and support them on what will be their second to last home game potentially, and could be their last homecoming.
Yeah, and you and I will be there if for what could be the final home game on October 12th as they host Union City. So that will wrap it up for us, though, for tonight here from War Memorial Field. Again, your final: Girard 21, Warren 7. For Cody Elms, this is Brian Hagberg on the YDL Sports Network saying thank you so much for watching, and good night from Warren.